Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Flagstaff Epro 12 SRK. Cool little travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the most out of your camping experience. First thing I want you to take note of is where your electricity and water hook up. Just about everything's right here on the off-camp side, so park accordingly so that your water and your electricity will be able to plug in easily. After we unhook, first thing we want to do is check your battery connections. Just make sure they haven't wiggled loose going down the road. Most times they don't, but over time they will. Check your battery connection. Next thing we're going to do is level our unit. At the front of your unit, you have a hand crank. Right for up, left for down. Now, I do recommend in our store we have small little levels. You might want to take that, put it right here about the middle of your unit. You can tell when your unit's level. Once you have your unit level by the hand crank, next thing we're going to do is bring down our stabilizing jacks. Now remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. So you want to make sure your unit is level. And then when you bring these down, you're only going to bring them down taut. So in your unit will be this hand crank. This is a 3/4 inch socket on the end. You can put a socket on the end of a drill gun or socket impact driver and run these down kind of quick. But if not, right to let down, left to bring up. You only want to bring these down to the ground until you're taut. If you feel the units start to go up, that's where you want to stop. Now, I do recommend jack pads down here. Jack pads will help protect your stabilizing jacks. It'll keep it from sinking, and it'll keep any hot tar off your jacks in case it gets hot out there. Them tend to want to get tar on them. So we've got our unit level, we've got it stable. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water and electricity. Over to your left of your unit here, this is your hot water tank, or hot water heater. I'm going to open that up. So first thing we're going to do is hook up our water. In your convenience pack, water pressure regulator. This is going to reduce the pressure to 40 to 50 psi. You don't know what it's set at the parks, so you want to make sure you use this, not to blow your lines out. Put your water pressure regulator on before you turn on the hose. Look at your water heater and make sure your water heater drain is plugged. Once that's plugged, you can turn on your water. After your water's been on for a few minutes, you have a large tank. At the top of your hot water heater is a water pressure release valve. Pull on that until it bleeds. That's a little water left over from your prep. You'll hear air come out. They call it burping it. You burp it, water comes out, you know your tank is full and it's okay to light. If you're going somewhere that does not have a city water connect, just past your power cord is a potable water. Now, you don't need your water pressure regulator on this. Doesn't hurt it any, but you fill that up and then you'll turn on your water pump. This is for dry camping where you're not hooked up to the city water. Only turn on that water pump if you're using this potable water. You don't need it for the city water connection. So we've got our choice of waters picked Next thing we're going to do is hook up our electricity. You have a 30 amp cord, comes in your unit. Excuse my shadow. 30 amp cord comes in the unit. At the end of the 30 amp, in your convenience pack, is an amperage reducer should you want to plug this in at home or into a 110. Just remember, you won't be able to run your AC on the 110. Alright, we've got our power hooked up, we've got our water hooked up. You can hook up your cable. This unit does have solar on board, but an extra solar kit hookup. Coming around the side of the unit. That is going to be your furnace heat release. Some storage in there. There's your wheel for your front jack. Alright, coming around in front. Propane regulator. Simply turn this to the side you're going to be using. Left open, right to tighten. And your jacket bike rack. You have propane cover for that. Underneath your propane and your batteries is your spare tire. That comes down by a crank over on the other side. Good step. This table will store away in your Coleman camp grill. Right here is a quick connect LP for your camp grill. Show you how to put this tire step on. Grab it, come up underneath the wheel well. One moment, two-hand job. Let me again show you how to put this step on. Slide up underneath the wheel well. Now you got a step to get up top. And this will fold down flat. Alright. Go around to the back of the unit to the outdoor kitchen. See, you do have a silverware tray there. Just to show you the level of your onboard solar panels. USB back here. And your Suburban grill, which will light with a lighter. Turn it to light. Down below that, interior lights. Hot water heater. Now if you're hooked up to gas, turn it on here. If you're hooked up to electricity, turn it on here. If you're using potable water, turn on your water pump. And these are just to check your levels. 110 GFI protected out here. Briefly talk about your Dometic fridge. Push this button to turn it on. Give it a moment. Now it's on auto, which means it's running off gas. As soon as you plug it in, it starts running off electricity. If you press in the DC, now you're on electricity. Or you can reduce them both. Auto, AC, and shut it off. Over here is your levels of coldness. Self-explanatory microwave. One thing I did forget to mention. Guess this would be important. This is your galley tank. This is where you drain your waters from your sink back here. Make sure that's closed before you fill your tanks and push that handle in. There's some one-touch LED lighting out here. Coming back to this side, you do have an antifreeze inlet below your city water connect for winterizing your own unit. And a low point drain for draining your water when we're getting ready to leave. That'll be your tank water. Alright, let's take a look inside. Inside your unit will be a 110. heat, your storage access to outdoors, your inverter, your safety alert carbon monoxide detector. Take note that this runs off 12 volt, so it'll run your battery down. If you're going to be gone for the day, you don't need a carbon monoxide detector. Disconnect one of your battery posts, otherwise this will run it down. To the left of that, access panel to your breaker box, fuse box. Looks like you've got some 15s, 30, 40. I recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. And somebody went speeding by. You're next to TV, Furion sound system, storage up here, and your furnace. This will run your heat and air. Just set it at where you want it. Your smoke alarm and your AC unit with quick dumps on the end. And you also have a pop-up USB 110 here. A little charging station you don't have to keep out all the time. That's an extra part for your jacket bike rack if you wanted to extend a little further out. Now let's bring your bed out. So pretty self-explanatory. Just grab it and pull it towards you. Once you pull it all the way over, just bring your cushions down. Bring this one forward. That short one back there will fold into two. And there's your bed. Alright, let's quickly talk about leaving. We're going to pull up our stabilizing jacks. Make sure our LP, everything's put away there. We're going to come back here. We're going to dump our galley. It's just going to be dirty dishwater. And over here, we're going to open these and dump our tanks. Also, don't forget to burp this again, and then remove your hot water plug. Drained of all your water. Enjoyed your camping experience. I do want to point out one more thing you probably already know about, but I just want to show you your onboard solar panel. AC, of course. That's your satellite for your TV. And this is your Wi-Fi extender. Part, you'll be able to pick up Wi-Fi like you're right next to it. Alright, we thank you for your business. As we like to say here at TradeWinds, happy camping.